And the answer is no. This is not, unfortunately, a game changer. So what I found is, and you would have seen this when I did my last video, kind of introducing this new part. This is now the matriarch legs with the new joint part instead of the rotation discs going all the way back. And, you know, standing up normally, you know, positioning wise, it's fine. You know, I can stand up normally. I don't even know how this has been articulated right now. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a little bit off because I was messing with some different postures. But, you know, like it stands up fine and I can, you know, give it some pressure and it's okay. But something I noticed while putting it together in my last video is the friction is just way less on the actual rotation part of the rotation disc. Like this is turning with very little effort. And this may be hard to see if you're not actually feeling it, if you're not feeling the friction. But I've got one of my older sets of legs here that's just using the rotation discs all the way back. And you should be able to hear it, right? There's just way, way more friction in place when you have both the rotation discs in place. So where that really plays out is when you're trying to, you know, not just stand it up straight up and down, but if you want to put one leg forward and one leg back, and you want any kind of actual, you know, any kind of dynamic pose out of your models here, which is hard enough to begin with because, you know, when you have an upper torso like the matriarch, this thing is, you know, 650 grams or something, 1.5 pounds, which is honestly, it's just too heavy. So, am I going to use these? Not on my large mechs, no. The only other option is the technique I actually use on my non-rotation disc style legs. So where I have a double joint using a friction tube that actually provides additional structural support for the forward and back, which is like what I have here. You can see, let's see if I can get it out. I have this new Husky desk for my workstation and it's great and huge, but very slippery. So it's hard to get any kind of traction with these guys. But this is my canticle mech, and I'll just pull this off for now. So this uses my other style of hip attachment, right? So this is a standard ball joint plus a friction tube there. So what that does is this extra joint here gives it some resistance when you're moving back and forth. And obviously this is not a click joint because this is a standard ball joint here hidden behind this tire. But it offers, you know, enough resistance in every direction. Oh, that just popped out because I didn't put a long enough axle in there. So what I could maybe do is, you know, combine this with one of these. But at that point, there is no point because, you know, the nice thing about using a ball joint here is you get abduction, you get lateral rotation, you know, as much as your design will allow, and it's like a normal hip. Whereas, you know, this new joint again is just unidirectional. It's either if you have it mounted this way, you're going to get abduction up and down, or if you have it mounted this way, you're going to get rotation. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll use them on a medium mech, but at that point, again, I would probably just use a ball joint. I don't really see the point. So, let me know what your experiences are. You know, again, a big part of it is weight reduction on the upper torsos, and honestly, building large mechs is just a real pain in the ass because of the situation, because of, you know, finding the proper support on the lower half. The canticle worked out really good. I think this is around 500 grams. This is right around a pound, which is perfect. But yeah, this matriarch and my upcoming Leviathan. This is 1.5 pounds, and it's really tough. It's a really tough thing to pose and play with, and so on and so forth. So anyways, that's my kind of follow-up on, is this joint a game changer? And the answer is no. And I'll show you again real quick because I'm right here. So this is how it slots in, and it's just, what I'm talking about is this. It's just, it's too loosey-goosey, not good enough, as opposed to, using the real thing, and then you really get that click. And it doesn't seem as much when you're just manipulating the part here, but on a mech, when it's load bearing, you will notice it. So that's all I got. Thanks very much.